Hey, what's going on, everybody? You Shanghai 20 YouTube.com here. This is going to be the Battle Report Part 2. And this is going to be the first one introducing the battle system and the new style for the new Pokemon X and Y. And let me tell you guys, wow. It's stunning how beautiful and fun the game is. And I'm going to try to put out a review myself for the game pretty soon. But in the meantime, this is going to be the first battle between me and Ty in the new system. Um, uh, of course, I have Chestnut and Skrelp on the field, while he has Gudra and another Skrelp. As you guys know already, that my friend Tyler is a water trainer, so he couldn't help himself but to get the poison and water dude from this game. Honestly, since I'm a poison trainer, I was going more for him from the very beginning for more poison and dragon aspects. I believe he said he was going to keep his a Skrelp. But yeah, if you can see the dynamic angles, there goes the first move, which is Spine Shield, which is a new grass type move for Chestnut, who, if you guys don't know, is grass and fighting, and double teamed up with Skrelp. Because for poison dudes, it's always good to just try to hang around. If you poison people, then it makes it more and more of a hassle. Uh, of course, Spine Shield has the effect that it protects you like Protect, but it also, if you try to give a physical damaging move to Chestnut, it will give you a small amount of damage. Now, it might not seem much now, but after a while, that starts to get in. Of course, the next move was Chestnut giving Skrelp a lead seeding, because once you start double teaming, it's harder to get you. But if you're fucking seeded, you're seeded, baby. Of course, Gudra has a sludge bomb, which he hit Chestnut with devastating effects. I mean, of course, Chestnut is part grass, so poison does a lot of damage to it. And there's another double team by Skrelp. I guess he's going for the whole can't touch me route, and once I'm not touchable, then I'll start raining down poison on you. But as a precaution to that, like last turn you seen, I definitely had lead seed him. So even if he's trying to stay around for the long haul, that lead seed over a while will start taking away everything you got. As long as Gudra being toxic, and you guys know you toxic, it takes more every turn. So both of these guys right now are on limited time and limited moves, or I'm sorry, limited turns. So this is where it starts to make your opponent start to speed up their attacks because they're in some trouble. Up, and there I go for the first switch out to my boy Skips, aka Lucario. Of course, you guys know in the game you get a Lucario, so it's not a big shock. Uh, I switched him out because I knew that Gujar was gonna go for another poison attack move, and seeing that Lucario is part steel, those moves have no effect on him whatsoever. So it's a free switch in. Um, like again, Gudra and Skrelp having status effects basically. I wouldn't say the Leech is a status effect, but it definitely it definitely feels like one, and it's harder to shake off than any other ones because you can't get rid of it with status effect clears. Up there goes the Bankai. Fucking Skips goes into Skip Sama, or what you want to say in this game. They have evolution form, so that what you can call Mega Lucario, and there's a Bone Rush. As you can tell, my friends trained his Scout very good, because uh, a, a poison type Pokemon can't live with that many ground attacks. Oh, Muddy Waters in this game looks fantastic. The graphics in this game, by far, hands down, is just beautiful, and some of the moves. Though that was Aqua Tail right there, and Aqua Tail should look better than that, but you can't get them all to be perfect, fantastic looking moves and everything like that. So, uh, what I believe happens is it well in my strategy really it's to try to keep you on a constant skill life drain situation where you have to constantly have to worry about your life. Up, and here comes Hit Toad, aka what's that, Greninja, who is a mixture of water and dark, which there's not too many of those guys around. But he's a fantastic Pokemon with a mixture of very high physical attacking moves and good speed. Um, this in this situation, Lucario is not going to be doing well because just for his type basis, you don't want him to really go against people with like a lot of like physical special attacking moves like that. I didn't know that he was going to switch out Gudra at that point, but that was kind of lucky on my part. If he would have kept Gudra in, he probably would have took out Finn the next turn. Plus, I know for a fact that his Greninja has fighting moves, so you didn't want Lucario in there getting smacked up by that. Oh, and there goes another toxic by my Skrelp, putting Greninja on some permanent AIDS epidemic there. But up, yeah, now we have Heliosalk out for Ty right now. His Heliosuck is pretty crazy. He's another new Pokemon. He is Thunder and Normal. Now you would say to yourself, why did they do that? Because Normal definitely kind of hinders it because everyone knows Thunder doesn't have too many weaknesses. Up, but there goes Scrope out. I mean, I thought with the double team up, it might have gave him a chance to survive, but in this game, it looks like these kinds of moves, like double team and minimize and things like that, they're probably toned down a little bit. That's another thing about this game. They've severely nerfed everything. Well, not severely, but they've made things level playing fields and fixed things out, and they made it, I think, a lot better. Oh, and there's another new Pokemon, Inky, coming out. He is a dark and psychic Pokemon that's in the shape of a little squid. Little secret to be known: to evolve a Inky, you have to level him up while holding your game upside down. It's ridiculous, but cool as shit. It reminds me a lot of like Metal Gear Solid when you're fighting Psycho Mantis. But back to the action. A Seed Bomb takes out Heliosilk, and it's down to like the wire in this duel. I believe Ty only has maybe one more Pokemon, or if this isn't his last Pokemon now. Um, but yeah, and plus it's a match. It's a game type difference. Though he could probably take out Inky because he's part dark, and that would really take him down to a lot of life. Whoa! Clawitzer comes out, which let me tell you something right now. Out of all the new Pokemon, Clawitzer is like a little shrimp, but it looks in its final form, it looks like it's holding a dragon's head, which to tell you the truth, man, it looks so sick. Look at that profile picture of them, saying side by side, and you can see like the faces up close. That tell you right now is like one of the things that makes this game truly, truly tremendous. Oh, and there goes another increased hit. That's another fighting move that I'd say is almost broken. It's a move that once you hit your opponent, it increases your attack. And let me tell you, after you hit somebody 3 or 4 times, even if it doesn't do anything, it's gonna start to get in. There's a confused Chloritzer, and I leech seeded him, so it'd be another way of kind of extending the battle for Chest Knight, which he's pretty sturdy overall, but a good hit, a good special hit will take him out. At this point, I'm just putting him as a threat. Both of these guys are basically in some serious trouble. Uh, it's all depending on who's really faster at this point. I would give the speed edge to Hit Toad, but if he hits, let's say if he hits Inky, I know that Finn is gonna take out whoever he's hitting. Oh, I pulled the bluff and put the Spiting Shield up, which protects me from all damage. As he took out Inky, not good. But this is another way of helping Chest Knight out, because with Spine Shield and Leech Seed out, he gains life from the turn that he would otherwise have gotten taken away and added back onto with Leech Seed. So it definitely is like a plus one for him. And that Toxic, since it's been on Greninja since the beginning, he's out of there, baby. That Toxic definitely gets in there, aka I like to say, let that Tussum get in there. But we got Kloritzer and Gudra versus Chestnut and my Greninja, and at this point, it's not looking too good for a tie. Just for the fact that Gudra has already been poisoned, and Kloritzer has been lead seeded. Uh, Greninja's at full life, and I would say neither one of these Pokemon could take out uh, my boy Finn in one turn. So it's going to be interesting how this is going to work out. Probably not the best move to do, and probably not the best move to do with that as well. I mean, bulking up is only going to do so much until that ice beam hits him, and then that's it for him. So, I probably wasted a turn there. That was probably a complete busted turn for me entirely. But we had a flinch from the Extra Century, so that's a definite plus. But excuse me, since the lead seed is off of Kloritzer, actually, I think it. No, actually, I think it still carries over from the other games, like in that one. Yeah, look at that profile, baby. Looks like a fucking dragon mouth. That looks very impressive, and all these angles that they use. I whoa, guys, that was absolutely a fail on my part. I felt that my Talonflame was actually way faster than my Greninja. That he would get out the way by that fly move and completely avoid the surf. But apparently, Talonflame is not faster than Greninja, and Talonflame lived a surf with one hit point that helped me kill his Kloritzer that's going down because he was confused and he was down to like one hit point, and Gudra, since he's been poisoned since the first round, he's still taking damage from that. I think pretty sure this is the end game here, fellas. Talonflame should fall right on his head, or Greninja should surf this asshole out of here. Oh, and we end it with one of the new signature moves for Greninja, uh, Water Shuriken, and Talonflame ending a duel with Fly. Yeah, and that's GG for me. And that was like the first battle. We're gonna go right into the next battle here, guys. This is Dane and me, and Dane has a little more attacking style Pokemon than I would say most of my friends, but he has a very unique and I want to say hostile because it's always attacking. It's always right at your face. And here again, you can take a look at the new animations. You can customize your dudes now, so that's awesome. He starts out with Talonflame and Travis. I can't pronounce his name yet. I start off with Skrelp and Malmar. And Malmar is the evolved form of Inky. And he looks badass. He looks like a villain from a Ninja Turtles game or something like that. And like I said, he was psychic and dark. Skrelp is poison and water. Talonflame is fire and flying. And another unique type is the grass and ghost Travisor. And in this situation right now, it's probably not a good matchup for me. For the simple fact that Talonflame is incredibly powerful. And when he switches out to when he switches out to Lucario, it definitely gives him a type advantage since I did a dark move, as well as Talonflame doing Tailwind, which is pretty damaging on my part since now they go first. And Talonflame lives an Aqua Tail from Skrelp, which It's not surprising because Skrelp, for you guys, for your knowledge, future hours, Skrelp isn't that great at at regular attack. I mean, you can always teach a Pokemon to be good at a certain uh, physical attribute, but it's not gonna help if the Pokemon's really not fit for that. Oh, and there goes level 2 Super Saiyan Lucario, guys, or Mega Evolution. Whew! Look at that! Bam! That's a brave bird for your ass. And Skrelp goes down. It's obvious that my good friend. Oh, power up punch. Another ridiculously good new move that punches and adds attack to your stats. It's a pretty good physical fighting move. And Malamar puts Lucario to sleep because he is way too damaging at this point and needs to be out of the game for a while for me to actually have a chance right now. Talonflame is still extremely powerful. That's why I throw out mine. Plus the type matchup between fire and flying towards the steel would definitely favor me right now. Even though he as well has a Talonflame, and going against Malmar, Talonflame really can do damage, while as Malmar can't really do damage to either one of these Pokemon. So it's going to be interesting what I decide to do now. I can't quite remember, but we're going to find out. Just to say again, with the animations for the characters is extremely impressive. Oh, and then he chooses to switch out Lucario, even though that resets his sleep cycle, to bring in Tantrum, and in his evolved form, which he is Rock and Dragon. There goes another Brave Bird that almost completely takes out Greninja in the first turn, but it also takes him out with the recoil damage. There goes a flame charge with my Talonflame that increases your speed to not really much of an effect. He Talonflame, you can train him in many different types, but me, I trained him from speed and attack. Uh, I guess not so well. But yeah, he brings out Lucario again. So now we have Dragon and Rock. We have Steel and Fighting. So this is a pretty dangerous situation for me. Being a dragon, I know he has a variety of moves that he could probably pull off. Maybe an ice move. I want to get him out as soon as possible. And thinking of the rock side of his rock side of his types, tried to go for him with water moves, which I guess is not the right move to go. Oh, here's a head smash to Talonflame, which I think takes him out. Yes, guys, it takes him completely out of the duel. Uh, it's a pretty powerful move with a heavy recoil damage. And now now the tailwind is finally played off because from that point on, that's why his dinosaur was faster than my Talonflame with the tailwind still in effect. But that finally drops. We have a Diglett on the scene. Oh, why is the screen moving? Did Diglett do this? I don't know. I mean, Diglett is the kind of asshole that digs around under the ground and messes up people's stuff or unstabilizes houses. So I don't know. He might have done something like that. But I'm back to the duel. Diglett looks like three dicks. But oh, look at that profile. He looks like King Rex over there. Woof. Look at them camera angles, man. I just had to stop and look at them for a little bit because they're badass. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty impressed with the graphics of this game and the way they represent and present the Pokemon in battle. I haven't seen all the move sets, but I definitely need to. But the moves I've seen so far, the revamping and how they look spectacular. Water Shuriken to Titantrum, but not to many effect. War Shurikens is not that strong. Wow. He lived an earthquake and a focus attack between the two of those, and nearly takes out the trio completely, leaving him at 4 hit points. Jesus Christ, man, that is a very powerful Pokemon. This is what I was talking about with my friend Style. Even though, since we can't transfer over Pokemon until later on, we have to like kind of make up makeshift teams for us to play with now, and as you can see, this is a brand new game, and my friend Dane already comes out with the hardest hitting dudes he can find, and he utilizes them to great effect. Oh, here comes a surf by my Greninja that takes out both my Dotrio and his Lucario, which I don't know if that was such a great idea to do, but in terms of what the trio could done to Trevent, I don't know. It's not really. It wasn't really. It wasn't really going to happen anyway. Now this is a good matchup for me right now since I have a water and dark, and a dark and psychic versus a ghost and grass and a fire type. But at this point, it really comes down to stats and individual training. And I believe his Pyro is faster than my Greninja. And if that's the case, then this is pretty much game over, because the two. Oh no, no, no! His surf definitely takes him down to. Whoa! His Trevor lived that and crunches Malamar right out of the game. Whoa, this was a complete turn of events than what I thought would happen. Forest Curse comes out, which is another grass move that turns you into grass, which makes it even more hard to go over this fire and grass and psychic wall. I'm grass and ghost wall. So now Greninja is no longer water and dark. He is complete grass now, which puts him at a disadvantage against Pyroar, and Chestnut just comes out as my last Pokemon, which is definitely a disadvantage for the fire type. Now we have two grass Pokemon, well, grass and fighting and grass versus a fire and a grass and ghost Pokemon. I, of course, put up Spine Shield for the run-in effect. I was hoping that Pyron was going to try to take Rolio out. But of course, since we have Greninja going faster, takes out Pyroar with that surf. There goes Greninja. Sorry guys, it's so hard to remember all these guys' new names. Later on, I'm just gonna use their nicknames, or I might just have to fucking learn how to pronounce names. But Titantrum comes out along with who's already out, grass and ghost. And at this point, I'm the type of trainer that doesn't necessarily like to see my Pokemon get the shit beat out of them, because I train too hard and I actually have a feelings towards them. I tried the grass shield, and of course, just like real protect, you can't protect twice in a row, so I can't grass shield twice. So wow, I did that. Where'd he go? I don't even know what move he just did. You guys could have read the little note that said what it was, but that was ridiculous. Of course, I tried to do the protect again. I protected myself, which kills his Titantrum. That's the thing about Spike Shield. It will kill you at low life, and that's pretty impressive. Whoa! That was pretty gangster. He has a move that's like a ninja assassin move. I think of Black Star from Soul Eater when that comes out. Oh, man. And here comes the Blazer, or the third evolvation of the Fire Starter, which I underestimated greatly. Is actually a really tough Pokemon, Delphox. And, like, this is pretty much GG for me. He has the type advantage with the Fire and Psychic and the Ghost and Grass versus my Grass and Fighting. Then I know for a fact, because Chess Knight is not faster, that he would definitely have won that, and I didn't want to see him get burned alive. So this is the battle report part two. Come listen out for the next part. It's coming up pretty soon, plus a review of Pokemon